Hello, how's it going? My name is the MMA Guru, and I have a video. What? My name is the MMA Guru, and you can access these streams every single weekday just by signing up in the link in the description below. For just a grand total of £5 a month, you can access 20 MMA Q&A live streams every single month. It's wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. How's it going, chat? First, third? Well, skipped a second there, I guess. Hey! How's it going, dude? I was just telling people where they can access one of these podcasts every single week. You know what I'm saying? Every single day of the week. Every single weekday, otherwise known as. My brain is foggy today, for I am ill. What's up, Guru? How's it going? Guru, how do I become a member? Well, Jordani Aguilar. It's in the link in the description below for just £5 a month. I'll stop advertising it now because it's horrible. Evening, bub. How's it going? How's your neck? My neck has become better, but my neck being in pain has lowered my central nervous system enough for me to be cripplingly ill, which is unfortunate. Sup, champ? How's it going? Evening, bub. Evening. I was timing it for seeing it type second before me. Okay. This upcoming UFC card is absolute dog water. Well, you know, dog water's not that bad. I wouldn't be mean to dog water like that. How dare you compare such a thing? The co-main event is Kang Hyun Ko versus Rani Yaya. To refer to this card as dog water is very, very much a compliment, I would say. This card is absolutely an abomination, and it doesn't deserve to exist. And even if it did deserve to exist, Orion Koshke, Ronnie Lawrence versus Trevin Jones are on the prelims. So I don't understand. Rafa Garcia is on the prelims. I don't understand why Cheyenne Bays versus Gloria DePaula is on the main card and Ryan Benoit versus Zaruk Adashev. Zaruk Adashev is literally free and fucking free. So, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Guru is my ESPN, CNN, Comedy Central. Okay, thank you. Use one of those cervical neck pillows. You will wake up with a much more recovered neck. Worked for my neck pain. My neck pain is no longer there, but my headache and throbbing heat from my body is. So that's the problemo. Guru, you good delivery man? I am. I would say so. Lol, the organization for the card structure is Horsecock. Again, Horsecock is not that bad. Like, you even trying to insult this card, you've got to be very specific. Like, in my opinion, this card is like an Indian famine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to go real ruthless to find some kind of relation to this card, because you have to go bad. You know what I mean? If you want to compare this to something, you can't just compare it to your average terrible thing. You know what I'm saying? And then 265 is actually a good card, so I'm happy with it, but will that lose 5 fights the week of the event? Who knows? Stay tuned, I guess. Moreno's girlfriend died. Check his IG. No way. I don't even believe you because it's you that said it. I don't believe you in any way whatsoever. No, nothing to do with it at all. Never mind. You've completely bamboozled me. But Moreno has 1 million followers, which is ridiculous. Just talk about Pitbull versus AJ. Yeah, Pitbull versus AJ McKee. It's a good fight. Listen, Bellator's probably better than the UFC this weekend, so I'm going to be making a Pitbull versus AJ McKee prediction video later today, most likely. This card is uglier than Modafferi's ball bag. Yes, that is a worthy comparison, I would say. TJ gets the winner of Yan Aljo 2. Corey gets the loser. Font gets the winner of Aldo Munoz. Winner of Marab, new number 5. How did I do? You did very grand, good sir. I really like your attitude. Good stuff. Aljo outlanded Yan 27-14 on significant strikes in round 1 and outlanded him 17-10 in the second round. It was 2-1 Aljo going into the 4th round. You biased casual. Aljo was winning that fight, and you've deleted your messages, or someone else has deleted your messages because you're spamming them. Aljo was ahead on strikes, but he was behind on knockdowns and slams and getting taken off of his feet with leg kicks and stuff like that. I don't know how you can score the first round for Aljo. I understand scoring the second round for Aljamain Sterling, don't get me wrong, but The first round is Yan. He dropped him. He slammed him on his head. He took him off his feet with leg kicks twice. He pounded him on the ground for a little bit as well. And he got another takedown towards the end and slammed Aljo. So I don't know how you can give that round to Aljo just by landing more shots. I don't think that's correct. But either way, I think Yan's going to pulverize him in the later rounds of the fight anyway. It was very obvious that Yan was kind of like, hey, Aljo, what are you doing? Why are you throwing this many shots? You know what I'm saying? I literally had it 4-0 Yan going into the fifth. Well, that was incorrect. The second round is Aljamain Sterling's round. But you could tell the entire time that Yan was just thinking to himself, I'm just going to destroy you in the later rounds because you're gassing yourself out too much. Strickland beats Hall by domination. I just think he puts a bit of a clinic on him. I think Hall's going to shell up and just get hit too much and not like it. My opinion. Unsubscribed until a new hat comes along. Has to happen, mate. No. It's not even a hat. It's a beanie. So you don't ever make that mistake ever again or I'll remove you from existence. Back to our little convo yesterday. If Aljo beats Yan, Guru, and becomes champ, will Yan still be solidified as a champ in comparison to Dillashaw, Garbrandt, and Cruz? No, there's no need to even answer that question. It's dumb. You know the answer to that. No, Yan will not be solidified as a champion if he loses to Aljo. You're a waste of time. I don't even care. Start having some good arguments and I'll argue with you a little bit. Otherwise, you're just going to get ignored. Strickland third round KO. I don't believe so. I think he's just going to pick apart Hall for the 5 rounds. We'll see how it goes. I don't think he'll get over aggressive because Hall can just land a big shot and finish it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know. I like how Uriah Hall said in the promo that they were doing, like, Strickland said, I want to go to war. I want to bleed. I want to get into a war with this guy. And Uriah Hall responded like, I don't want to have a war. I never like to have wars. I just like to get in there, land a big shot, capitalize on a mistake, and get out. I'm a sniper. And they showed him finishing Bevon Lewis and Krzysztof Jotko, regardless of the fact that he literally got his ass handed to him in both of those fights. I'm not going to have a war. And they show him KOing Krzysztof Jotko when he got 10-8'd in round 1 by Jotko and dropped. You know what I mean? I'm a waste. You just answered the question, proving yourself to be wrong. No, you're just a waste of time. Guru, I really think Colby can beat Usman. He just has to mix it up a bit more. Indeed. Indeed. He can, but I don't think he's going to. Unless Colby needs to mix up... Listen, Colby needs to mix up his hormone levels to beat Usman. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to the roid-taking game. And Usman's on top. Do you realize how dangerous it is claiming Kamaru Usman's on steroids without having on your hands any test positive of him? Oh, yeah, because positive tests say if you're on roids. Yeah, Jones not taking anything. No, of course. Yoel Romero got 27 million after suing a company for a false positive test. Well, no, it wasn't a false positive test. It was a tainted supplement. He didn't go to an outside company that caught him on roids. USADA does that. He got the money because he sued a company because it was a tainted supplement. Usman's on roids. There's no argument about it. There's too much evidence against him. And I'm not ignoring it at all. And I don't think you have to fail a USADA test to be considered on roids because, you know, they don't have to publicize when you fail a test. John Jones might have failed a 2-year suspension right now. And we would not know because he doesn't have to come out and tell us. They can literally keep everything under wraps. Dillashaw could have came back now and said, oh, I was just getting shoulder surgery. He didn't even have to say it. He should have not even said it if it was him. If I was him, I wouldn't have even said it. He didn't have to go public with the information. He went public with the information. Then USADA said, oh, now that Dillashaw's gone public, we can now give you our side of the story. And this is all of this. He didn't have to. Dillashaw literally could have taken 2 years off and we wouldn't have even known. And he could have just said he was getting surgery and healing up and taking some time off. And then he come back afterwards and it would have been like nothing happened. They don't have to publicize a failed test. And as soon as you add that into the mix, no one cares. You know what I mean? You're definitely on stuff. Yair Rodriguez skipped 3 tests in 1 year. They get tested about 5 times a year if you're in the top 5. 3 tests in 1 year, 6-month suspension. It's just ridiculous. Yes, G, remember me? Yes, I do remember you, the kid. Man, I wish we got to see McGregor throw a 4-piece uppercut combo in the second round. I know. It would have been grand. Guru, did you watch Colby's new interview with Submission Radio? He seems to be in a great champ mindset and focused as fuck. I feel more confident in him. Yeah, but Usman's head shape has changed and doubled in size since a couple of years ago. So it's like, I know that Colby's got that championship mindset, and maybe he could be a little bit more well-rounded than Usman in certain ways, but does his head change shape every single year? No, and I don't care otherwise. You can't beat him. Do. Bitch, I'm in my zone. I've been on my road. As I wanna go, I'm making on the road. Yeah, I'm on the zone. I don't want the zone. I'm on the zone. I'm gonna zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my zone. African Kings of the UFC. Is that what you want me to check out, Falaniki? The African Kings of the UFC. Talking to Usman, Israel Adesanya, and I guess Ngannou is the third, I'm assuming. Oh, I didn't even have Ngannou in the video. Oh, no, there he is. There's Ngannou. Speaking of which, I just saw a video of Ngannou on ESPN MMA of a guy doing body shots on him. He is ridiculously out of shape. What the fuck? Look at the video of him taking body shots on ESPN. He needs to get into shape real quick, man. I don't know what's going on with Ngannou, but out of fight shape Ngannou has 0 abs. Just a little bit of a bloat going on. But anyway. It must suck to live in the UK. I know, it's terrible. Is it called a beanie for your body shape? I don't know what that means. New York Commission caught TJ, not USADA, so he was made to reveal his failed test. No, he wasn't made to reveal his failed test. He wasn't made to reveal his failed test. He revealed it. He came out first. Then USADA literally said, now that TJ's come out, we can give you our side of the story. Colby made a huge statement in an interview, and he made a very good point saying Usman can't put it all together in an MMA fight. He said people gassed and they get knocked out by Usman. But Usman can put it all together in an MMA fight because he beat him. So I don't care what that's not a huge statement that changes my prediction of the fight. Usman can't put it all together in an MMA fight. He said people gassed and get knocked out by Usman. Yeah, but like, I don't care. He's going to get finished by Usman. Thoughts on Simone Biles? I have no idea who that is. Stay hating salty white boy. Okay. He's probably 280 plus. Interesting. New York Athletic Commission caught TJ, not USADA, so he was made to reveal his failed test. Indeed. Why is Guru so salty about African fighters? Because I just want to be averagely 5'3". You know what I'm saying? Colby made a huge statement in that interview. I don't care. You're spamming it again. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Colby's going to say things about Usman. It doesn't change the prediction of my fight. You can say anything you want that was said in an interview. Oh, Colby said he's going to beat Usman. Does this change your prediction? No. What do you think he's going to say? Oh, you know, I don't think Usman, I think I'm going to lose to Usman. You know what I mean? I'm just going to lose to Usman out there. He's obviously going to say that he's going to beat Usman. It's a true statement. All the fighters he's beaten earlier, lightweights. Yeah, but those lightweights might weigh more than Colby Covington, who is a natural welterweight, don't get me wrong, and came up through the welterweight division. But all of those lightweights, like Masvidal, I reckon, cuts more weight to make welterweight than Colby Covington does. Lol. Losing the whole fight until the end with a broken jaw, which was lucky from the jump. But it's not lucky, because he broke his jaw. And he has a little bit of a power difference. He's on HGH. His head shape changes every month. Jesus. Guru, I recently rewatched UFC 244. I forgot how good the card was, top to bottom. Where would you rate it as an all-time great pay-per-view? It was kind of ruined by the end of it a little bit because of the stoppage that they had with the doctor stoppage. But UFC 244 was good. Corey Anderson, Johnny Walker on the prelims. Actually, I don't know if it was that good. It was a decent card, don't get me wrong. Masvidal Diaz was a good whooping from Masvidal. Got stopped a little bit weirdly, though. That kind of ruined it. Gastelum Till was absolutely disgraceful. Stephen Thomas and Vicente Luque was pretty fun. Derek Lewis, Blagoy Ivanov. I mean, it was an okay fight, I guess. Kevin Lee, Gregor Gillespie, a great KO. I mean, it was a good card. It was a good card. Even on the prelims, Edmund Shabazian gets a KO. Shane Burgos gets a finish. I agree. Rosenstreich gets a KO. Corey Anderson upsets Johnny Walker. It was a good card, I'd say. Bitch, I'm in my zone. I've been on my round. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my zone. Valiev versus Simone prediction. Fiziev versus Green prediction. I'm going to go with Simone over Valiev and then Fiziev over Green. But I think Fiziev will lose the third round over Green, in my opinion. I think his cardio is a bit of a problem, and I don't think he KOs Green. He threw a long right at the end of the round, and Colby was out of position, though. Why do you argue everything, Lamau? Colby was working Usman for the most part, along with his shit reffing. Yes, but the reffing is going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arguing everything. I'm just having my point of view. What do you mean, why do I argue everything? If I agreed with you, I'd agree with you. I don't argue everything. You're saying Colby wins. I'm not. I'm not. I'm allowed to argue that. Usman's been way more active. He's improved massively. And Colby has been inactive. And it's not going to help him in any way whatsoever. What the fuck? Will you stream UFC or Bellator? I'll do UFC. I have to. I do every UFC. I don't want to miss a weekend. That'd be one weekend I've missed in 3 whole years. I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to do the UFC, but I'll probably switch over and watch Bellator in the meantime as well. Fiziev is a terrible matchup for Green. What was Green thinking? Yeah, but Green is in a position right now where he kind of has to take on tough opponents. Like, he's a highly ranked lightweight, and it's the lightweight division. So he's in the top 25, 30. He's going to have to do it. Hot take, Brendan Allen with his new improved striking beat Strickland. Shit, maybe. It's only been 6 months, isn't it? Pinelli Soriano would KO Derek Brunson, indeed. Or not 6 months. How long has it been since that fight? Probably 8 months or something. He looked good, but maybe he just looked good because Pinelli Soriano was dipping his head and swinging overhands nonstop. You know what I mean? Different style, Pinelli Soriano to Sean Strickland. And even that Soriano fight was pretty close. He's fought journeyman Jorge 2 times, Lamau, and Dilbert, who's overrated as fuck. But he just beat Wonderboy, though. How is that any more credible than Colby's resume? Because it is. Usman, are you arguing that Colby Covington has a better resume than Kamaru Usman? They have the same wins. Woodley, Maya, RDA. Okay? Usman has on top of that Gilbert Burns instead of Covington's Robbie Lawler and Masvidal twice. I think Usman's got a better resume than Covington. They should remove Aljo versus Yan 2 from UFC 267 and move it to UFC 268. Then force Yuri to fight Rakic and put it as the 5-round co-main for UFC 267. UFC 268, Colby versus Usman and Aljo versus Yan, same card. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a good way to do things, but we'll see, man. I reckon they're going to do Aljo versus Yan on the 267 card because they don't want to pay Aljo pay-per-view points. And it's not a pay-per-view event, so that's probably what they'll do. I'm saying you're putting so much weight into Usman's championship wins. Yeah, you're right. I should focus on Usman's nothing. I should focus on Usman just, I don't know. What do you want me to base it on? Usman's win over Sean Strickland earlier on? I'd like to base it on the recent performances of Usman, which were championship wins. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $2. Dr. Harry Wiener, the 7th Lord of Bullsack, Kentucky. Colby is going to finish Juiceman. You are wrong, Jew. I'm seeing a lot of... my fan base is heavily Colby favored, but I'm just seeing the reality of the situation. Usman's going to beat him. You look at Usman a couple of years ago, head shape, normal. Look at Usman now, head shape completely different. Your head doesn't double in size normally. He's on roids beyond belief. He'll beat Covington. Covington might be on EPO. Maybe. But we'll see. I think Usman's got that better roid. Usman is my champ, EPO or no EPO. Maybe. UFC is so terrible this weekend, and Pitbull versus McKee is actually an amazing fight. Indeed. It's a decent fight. Thank you very much, Adam Ahmed. I appreciate you. UFC, the main event is actually good, but the rest of the card is just appalling. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Animesh Sahu. I welcome you to the Beanie Cult, good sir. Thank you. You can now access members-only MMA Q&A streams every single weekday, 20 times a month, and they get uploaded afterwards for you to watch back as podcasts, 5 days a week, 20 days a month. Non-retarded version of Blow the Belt, link in the description below, £5 a month. Thank you, Animesh Sahu. Welcome to the membership program, you dirty bastard. Any good parlay this weekend, Guru? I haven't thought of them yet. I'm going to in a couple of days, I reckon. It's Wednesday, isn't it? So I've got some time. Even though you think Gamrot won, what do you think about Kutateledze and his potential? He has potential for sure. I think he would have beaten Don Madge, but that fight isn't even happening. I mean, it actually is happening, but not at the date that it was supposed to. They got delayed. But I just want to see Guram in the cage again, man. It's been too long, and he's not young, which is an annoying part of it. How old is Guram? I want to say 31. 29. God, he is hideous. I'm sorry, but he is not. That's okay though. I'm not trying to dig at him, but man. 29 years of age. Yeah, I think he's got some time then. But he's born in January, so he's going to have one fight until then. Get to the belt around 31, 32 maybe if he stays undefeated. That'd be good. Thank you very much for the membership, Animesh Sahu. Among Us predictions, I have no idea. Colby's going to KO Marty's dumbass. Yeah, Colby's going to KO him. Jesus. Thank you for the $7 Canadian. I appreciate your $7 Owen Carroll. Don't add sugar to the 268 builder. His coach has a BJJ tourney and he said he doesn't want to fight in New York. His manager is looking for the December pay-per-view. Okay, that's okay. That's pretty cool. Looking forward to Aspinall's next fight. Yes, very much so indeed. Dude's looking fucking shredded. Thank you for the $7 Owen Carroll. I appreciate you. Yes, I saw that video. I also saw your comment maybe on one of my videos that was telling me not to add Sugar Sean O'Malley to the card builder. But yeah, we can put him on the December pay-per-view then. I assume December's going to be Adesanya Whitaker 2, Poirier Oliveira, and then feature fight O'Malley versus Assunção or something like that. Or O'Malley versus Dominic Cruz. That'd be great. Thank you for the $7 Owen Carroll. I appreciate your $7 One thing I saw on Sean O'Malley's podcast today that he was saying, he literally openly said, and I kind of rate him for being open about it. They said, so if Ricky Simone wins his next fight he just signed, are you going to fight him? He said, no. He's going to dive at my legs and try and take me down. I don't fucking want that. I'm like, listen, he's being honest about it. He literally just says, no, I'm not fighting Ricky Simone. I can fight a striker. Why would I fight a grappler? When I'm champ, I'll fight grapplers because I have to. But if I can choose between a striker and a grappler, he said he's just going to choose a striker every time, which makes sense for him. Check Usman's Twitter. I shall if. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my zone. And I'm in my fucking zone. I just watched a Hoff Twins documentary. Those guys are legendary, man. On me, blood. Here we go. Checkmate. And still. Oh, that's the pinned one. Kamaru Usman added a picture with Joe Ellenberger. Taking it back to that natty title at Lopa Wrestling Banquet 11 years ago. Added some more gold since then. Usman 84 kg. Natty title. Okay, that's that. Bitch, I'm in my zone. What happened? NBA Bucks title win. I don't get it. Okay, basketball team won. Cool. Do you think AJ McKee joins the UFC in the next 2 years? I really hope so. Isn't he 28 or something like that? I want to say maybe 27. 26, even younger. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see him join. And he said he wants to join as well. So if he beats Patricio Pitbull, I could definitely see them just jumping him straight in there against a Dan Hooker again. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, CPS. I see Colby shutting down the wrestling if Usman tries at all. He won't try. Past that, I can see the striking being the same. I can see Colby mixing it up better and making Usman panic into bad positions. Okay. You can't just claim he's on steroids and get away with it without having your hands on the positive. Usman can sue you anytime he wants and take every dollar you make from your YouTube channel. Careful. No, he can't. What are you talking about, dude? I can't assume he's on roids. More plates, more dates must have been sued into oblivion then, dude. Yeah, more plates, more dates, man, yeah. Literally, his job is to accuse people of being on roids. Man, he must have no money. How does he keep making videos? Are you dumb? What fucking world do you live in, you little cunt? I'm getting pissed off now. You're dumb as fuck, dude. I can't accuse him of it or I'll get... Shut the fuck up, dude. That is annoying. I gave you the pronunciation of the T at the end of that cunt as well. You're pissing me off. Strickland doesn't do anything crazy either. I don't get how he hasn't been put out cold yet. I feel like he's a testament to how shit middleweight is. I know. He's stiff, throws arm punches, and has no head movement. He does, though. He does roll with shots pretty well. And one thing good about Strickland is he keeps his arms up. You know what I mean? He barely, drops his hands and then leans backwards. He'll, keep his arms up. So, if someone's throwing a punch at him, they'll, bounce off of shoulder or bounce off of arm and stuff like that. He is stiff, but it works for him because he just walks people down and annihilates them. And he walked down Jotko like he was nothing for 3 rounds. And Jotko whooped the shit out of Uriah Hall in round 1. Put it on him and smacked him up 10-8 round. So, yeah, maybe it's just a testament to how bad middleweight is. Because if Strickland had that style at welterweight, Pons Nibio would be taking advantage. Some of these strikers at welterweight would really take advantage of that. But, If Pitbull joins the UFC, who does he beat in the top 10? If Pitbull joins the UFC, who does he beat in the top 10? I think Pitbull can beat a lot of guys, especially at featherweight, but I don't think he beats Holloway. He has a chance, but I just don't see it happening. I think Holloway's chin is too good for him. I think he has he actually has a really good chance against Volkanovski. More than I would say he has a chance against Yair Rodriguez or Brian Ortega. Like, I think the tall, lanky guys can give him problems. But I don't mind his chances against another short guy in Volkanovski, just like slipping a jab and catching him behind the ear or something. That's why Chad Mendes had so much success, you know. Speaking of which, I want Chad Mendes to return. I'd like to see him take on maybe like a Sadiq Yusuf or a Dan Ige, even if he wants to jump straight to the top. That'd be cool. Gamrot versus Ismagulov. Who you got? Gamrot. Gamrot wins that one for sure. Probably a decision though. Or a KO, maybe. I don't know. Probably a KO. I think Gamrot's way better than Demir. I think Demir's good, but he's just looking a bit older than he did before. He doesn't look as good as he did before, you know. Guru, I'm fighting on the Contender Series this season. Are you going to be covering those cards? I might do some Contender Series viewing. We'll see how it goes. Chad Mendes would fit perfect in featherweight apart from the Volk loss. Yeah, I guess so. True. Guru, you're a fart bag. Thank you, good sir. Pitbull versus TKZ would be fun. Indeed. You see the shit Connor posted? Lol. I did see that, what Connor posted. I did. I understood it. I did. Rodriguez still fights? Yes, he does. Still fights. Demir decision machine. Yeah, he just doesn't really have much finishing ability, and I think if you're left in there without much finishing ability, like, Gamrot's got nothing to worry about against him, so you just steamroll him, I think, but we'll see. Could be a good scrap. Marty Juiceman, CEO of EPO, alien head shape-shifting African Nebraskan, ain't suing shit, kid. There you go. Thank you for that description of Kamaru Usman. Guru, when is your favorite fighter of all time? Eddie Alvarez returning. My favorite fighter of all time? Not true, but I don't care. Let's laugh at how fucked Connor now. He's going mental those days. I mean, he dissed Khabib's dead dad. It's rough, but like his words, you know what I mean? So I don't really care. But it is bad. Not a good look for him, but it's words. You know what I'm saying? How do you think Reina de Ridder would do in the UFC? 2-division champion, 1 championship, a Dutch grappler, rare one. Yeah. Khabib killed his dad. Interesting. I mean, I don't want to get into that, but we always get into it. Khabib came home from America, and then a couple of weeks later, his dad gets coronavirus and dies. I'm not saying it was Khabib, but I think it was definitely on one of Team Khabib had it when they went back there. You know what I'm saying? It's just the timing is too obvious that it must have been when they traveled back and saw his dad. But he didn't kill him, though. The virus did, because the virus, it doesn't always kill. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame it on Khabib. Hey, Sexy Guru, imagine a world where Colby defeats the Abomination and Dustin knocks out Oliveira and we get a super fight in 2022. Would be unreal. Sadly, won't happen because we can't have nice things. True. No perfect situation will ever play out in the UFC. Don't be silly. Some boring cunts will always defeat a fun, entertaining fighter. Always happens. Tony Ferguson is on the list of people to come onto JRE in 2021. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty good. Could Alex Perez win the title ever? Yes. If I was McGregor, I'd go on JRE now while my leg is broken. You know what I mean? You might as well do that. Dude, Guru, watch the rise of Strickland. His chin is up in the air at all times and his hands are down all the time. Why do you keep saying he has his hands up? He literally never has his hands up. Dude, he does have his hands up. He does have his hands up. His hands are up in those fights. I watched the rise of Sean Strickland, but his hands are up. And he doesn't get hit on the chin. And he doesn't get hit clean. He slips out of the way. He leans back. His hands are up. Right there, his hands are up. Jab, hands back up to his face. Gets leg kicked. Hands stay up right below the chin. Hands up. He never goes down. Like, he'll never get caught with his hands down by his waist in the middle of a fucking combination. He has a tight guard. They sit just below his chin. If someone throws, he just leans and parries. I like Strickland striking, man. I know a lot of people shit on him for it because it looks unorthodox, but it works. And he keeps his eyes open as well. He'll never close his eyes whenever someone comes forward. I think he just has a bit of a pain tolerance where he doesn't really flinch about it, you know? And Brendan Allen's a fucking huge guy and a good fighter. I'd argue some of these unranked guys are even better than the ranked guys in some of these divisions. Go watch the fucking video, point out where his hands are up. They're never up. I just did. I just watched it. His hands were up. Where does Colby go? You guys are being so annoying today, man. Not you guys, but just some people are in a mood today, I guess. Fucking hell. You off to work on account of neck, mates? No. No, I am off of work, but this work I can do. My neck's actually okay now. I just feel a bit ill. I don't know what's going on. Do you think Islam Makhachev will be better champion than Khabib? No. I mean, listen, beating 3 title defenses ain't really that hard, but at lightweight it is. So I don't know. I'd go no. I don't even think he'll be a champion, in all honesty. I think Islam Makhachev is going to get KO'd by Gaethje, KO'd by Poirier, finished by Oliveira. The top guys, in my opinion, do beat Charles Oliveira, you know. Fuck's sake, that's not funny, Guru. I didn't make a joke out of it. I'm sorry you saw it that way as a joke. That's weird of you. I never made a joke out of it. I was very serious about it. So, yeah. Sorry, dude. Really do apologize that you saw it as a joke. I would never see it as a joke. I never made a joke about it. I didn't even laugh or chuckle during it. I just said it how it was. Thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Strickland may be Usman's best win. Strickland was drained, though. Yeah, Strickland's Usman's best win. Would be much more competitive at 185, and Strickland is getting better fast. He may win. Yeah. Thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. Maybe at middleweight he could win, to be honest with you, because he is a bit bigger. And his takedown defense has definitely improved. And his grappling has improved in general. Like, he took down Brendan Allen, stayed on top of him for a bit, got some good control time there. And Brendan Allen, no joke, on the ground. I mean, he was on the ground for about a minute with Roberson before he was tapping him. And same thing with Kevin Holland. So, thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Man, I don't know if Strickland's his best win, though. But your $5 is cool. Appreciate that. Man, what's going on today? Did you hear about Christ Weidman's leg not healing properly and they're going to put a metal replacement, but for the sake of his health and family, the UFC should cut him to protect him and his leg? I guess so, but I didn't know that. Because I know that once your bone breaks, your ability for some stuff, like your blood, to travel to other parts of your bone is different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Around, like, the connection of blood circulation, it doesn't work. That's what Weidman had with his thumb. I've seen an interview where he talks about it. His thumb was a problem for so long because he couldn't get blood back into his thumb for some bizarre reason. So maybe he just has a problem like that. Did you hear about Christ Weidman's? Okay. TJ has a clean sleeve. I think Dillashaw's got some of the best tattoos in the game, in all honesty. I do believe so. Good stuff. I'll be fighting Clayton Rodriguez. Okay, Jake Hadley. How's it going, good sir? Love the channel. Good stuff, Jay Hadley. If that is you, what's up, dude? How's it going? How's it fucking going? TJ has a clean sleeve. He does. Who does Alex Perez beat and lose to? Flyweights, I would assume. Other than that, though, I'd say Alex Perez loses to Pantoja, Askarov, Figueiredo, Moreno. Probably loses to Benavidez in a rematch, maybe. But actually, I don't know about that. I think he can beat a lot of people. I think he might lose to Brandon Royval, just because of the weirdness of the style matchup and how big Royval is for the weight class. But I reckon he can beat a lot of the other guys. Perez is number 4. Wow. Interesting. How? I don't understand. But, you know, how's the day? It's okay. I'm pretty ill. Is Vittori a hilly-billy? I have no idea what a hilly-billy is. But, I guess, yeah. Thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. Okay, not the best Lamau. I meant one of his best, but ran out of characters, lol. He's a better win than most of them besides Colby. He's a legit middleweight. He's not a legit middleweight, though. He isn't that big. He is big. He's big for welterweight, don't get me wrong. But I think him and I reckon Usman probably drains similar amount of weight than Strickland did at welterweight. Look at Brendan Allen versus Sean Strickland. I'd say Brendan Allen has at least 5 to 10 pounds on him. You know what I mean? Thank you for the $5, though. One of the best. I'd say, you know what, for Usman's wins, I'd say Maia's a good win. I'd say Covington, Burns. Maia's not that good because it was on short notice, but RDA is a decent win. Masvidal, I guess. Maia. I think Strickland ain't even in his top 5 good wins, but he's a good win to have. Looking back, it is a good win in hindsight because of how good Strickland's doing. But then again, that was ages ago when he fought Strickland. Like, so long ago. I want to say at least 4 years ago. Thank you for the $5, Crazy HD Vids. I appreciate you. Leon Edwards, yep. Leon Edwards is a great win. Woodley at the time. Yeah, Woodley at the time because he was a champion. Fair play. I just don't see Woodley as like a legit fighter anymore. I'm sorry. It's just, I look at Woodley now and it's just, I don't know. I don't know how he was fucking champ, man. It actually is such a myth to me sometimes when these champions go on losing streaks. It's like, how the fuck were you ever a threat to anyone? How? You don't. And when you watch Woodley's fighting style, other than the Lawler fight, he does that every fight. He backs up against the cage and waits for the one big shot the whole time. And he can land it on Wonderboy and Till, the amazing strikers, but not Covington, Burns, and Usman. I don't understand. I guess it's because the strikers are worried about Woodley trying to take him down as well, but man, it's weird. It's weird. So how bad is Till? Oh, Till is I've said this so many times. Till is a coward. He's not man enough to be a fighter. I'm sorry to say that because people love Till, and I love Till's Instagram. I think he's amazing. I just don't think he's got the bollocks for it, man. I straight up don't. I think he's a little bit of a... I think now after he got KO'd especially, he's lost a bit of that grit. You know what I mean? He's lost a bit of savage. Like, to go out there against Woodley, first round of a title fight, and not throw a strike, like, not even trying to throw a strike. It's not like he was throwing and missing a lot. Like, he genuinely didn't even throw until losing. Crazy. Colby called Dustin's family Louisiana swamp trash. Okay. If Usman beats Colby, Leon Edwards is our last hope for a while to take him out. I don't think Leon Edwards can do it, but maybe Leon Edwards can. He has improved his grappling defense massively, but looking at the Nate Diaz fight, I mean, Nate Diaz literally landed the same shot that Usman landed on Masvidal on Leon Edwards. Pour with the lead hand, straight right hand down the pipe behind it. You don't think Usman's going to watch that and think, I'll be doing that round 2? You know what I mean? Colby backing Conor. Okay. I saw actually Colby being nice about Conor McGregor, but they all like each other, all these heels. I think Colby sees himself in Conor. You know what I mean? Angelo is helpless. What's Angelo saying? Rivera versus Cheeto next. Who wins? Oh, I'll go Cheeto over Rivera. I like Rivera, but I think he's a little bit too fragile, and I don't like how chinny he is. So I'd bet on Cheeto getting that one done in the later rounds. One thing I hate about Cheeto is how slow of a starter he is, though, so that'd be a worry. But I think he'd eventually break down Rivera. Rivera's so muscle-bound, short limbs, you know, be a problema. Rivera versus Cheeto next. Who wins? I don't know. Just answered it, I think. I'm having schizophrenia here, or whatever it's called, Alzheimer's. Till versus Brunson prediction. I'm going to go with Darren Till. I do believe he beats Brunson. If he doesn't beat Brunson, just cut him from the UFC. Straight up. Don't even give him another chance. You can't beat Derek Brunson at this point. Listen, Derek Brunson is only getting older as well. Like, it's not like Derek Brunson's in his prime. 37 years of age. Like, every day ticks by, he gets older and older. If Darren Till can't beat him, just fucking give up. You know what I mean? Give up and go to fucking... Just call out Jake Paul. Or call out Woodley for a boxing match if he loses to Jake Paul. Anyone remember Guru playing the audio of him hitting heavy bag, being all proud and shit? Haha, for the new guys in the chat, know that this dude can't punch for shit. No, I was showing off the speed of the shots. That was the audio I was playing. I was saying, look how fast these are. I wasn't really trying to show off power, but okay. Sorry I offended you today, dude. You've woke up in the wrong mood again. People all respect Conor deep down. They know Conor's made this sport, let's be real. All these fighters who hate are salty because they aren't a draw without Conor's presence. Yeah, like I saw Khabib post a video, man. I'm sick of these Khabib channels, man. It's so annoying. Khabib posted a video telling the truth about the UFC, about how all these guys that trash talk get the beneficial treatment. Like, dude, you beat Ally Quinta for a championship belt in the most competitive division in the fucking sport. You beat Ally Quinta for a fucking belt. What are you talking about? How you don't get favoritism? You pulled out of the fucking Tony Ferguson fight because you wanted to. No reason. You just didn't feel like it. And they didn't strip you or anything. It's crazy. What's your best pick for this card? Most solid pick. Darren Till's posted another video. Listen, man, I'm up for Darren Till continuing his Instagram career, but fucking hell, that is crazy. Just Darren Till's Instagram, I guess. Good stuff. There you go. MVP or Lima? I don't know. Strickland is old Bisping with Stipe's voice. True. But like less gruffy and grumbly, you know? Maybe just not enough CTE yet, but it'll get there soon. The fat guy's dancing. That was a guy. That's a woman. The first one's a woman. Does Dustin Poirier have S-tier cardio? I'd say so, yeah. To go 5 rounds of Holloway and be the guy pushing it in the 5th to get the win in the 5th round, you got to have good cardio, no? I'd say so. Colby's done if he loses to the champ twice. Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't say Colby's done, but it'd be tough for him to get back in the mix, especially if he loses dominantly in this rematch. It'd be very tough for him to get back in the mix because he's at least going to have to get 2 wins, and he's not young himself. Like, Usman and Covington are old people. 34, 33. Fucking Covington, man. I could have seen him fight twice by now. We're never going to get this time back. Guru, I need to make rent. What's your best pick for this card? Okay, I'll give you it. I do really believe, and I strongly believe that Brian Barberina is going to beat Jason Witt. I really believe in that. Like, I think Brian Barberina over Jason Witt is almost a guarantee. I strongly believe that Rafa Garcia is going to beat Chris Gruttishmacher, but it's going to be like 7-1 odds. I believe that other solid pick, Rani Yahya is probably going to beat Kang Hyun Ko. Kang Hyun Ko's good, but he's been out grappled by such less quality grapplers than what's his mush, Rani Yahya, that I just don't see how. I don't see how it's going to go for him. Kang Hyun Ko. Mr. Perfect. He's old now, and he's 33. Not a young buck anymore. He's been out for a long time, and he had a split decision to Ping Wang Lee, split decision to Brandon Davis. These aren't guys you want to be getting split decisions to, you know? I know that Giga Chikadze got a split decision over fucking Brandon Davis, but fucking hell. I don't believe in Kang Hyun Ko here. I don't believe in him. But, you know, it's all good. Stop repeating questions, chat. Okay. Lolo Malley. Yahya ain't winning. I believe he will by submission. More fighters need to be humble like Khabib and Islam brother. Yeah, and then we'll sell no pay-per-views and no one will watch the sport ever. Yeah, that'd be good. Why do you say Usman is using steroids? You are jealous because Nigeria has just his head shape changes, and once I see that, I can't unsee it. And I'm not surprised Nigeria has more champions than England. They have triple our population. Like, what the fuck? Guru, I need this to make rent. What's your best pick for this card? Best pick for this card? I'd say Brian Barberina over Jason Witt. But you're just repeating questions. Danny Chavez versus Kai. I do believe Danny Chavez wins that one, but Kai Kamaka's decently okay and has close fights. So he's not getting blown out of the water often, you know. I keep mixing him up with the other guy that really badly loses over and over and over again. Not Kai Kamaka, but another guy that's Hawaiian. I can't remember his name. But he got choked out by Christos Giagos, I think, in his last fight. Someone in the chat will say it. If you're humble in the UFC, you're just scared. No, not really. Because, listen, if you're humble in the UFC, Martin Day, that's the guy, Martin Day. If you're humble in the UFC, it's just because you say you're humble. That's literally it. Like, Khabib shit talks every single fighter he takes on. Every single one of them. He started the shit talk with McGregor. He started shit talk with Holloway. He started shit talk with Tony Ferguson. He started shit talk with Al Quinter even in the build-up. Long night for Al. He's going to get butchered. Sacrifice for him. Like, every single fighter, Khabib shit talks the fuck out of non-stop. How he's going to maul them, change their face. They won't be the same after this. Long night for them. They're going to get destroyed. And then afterwards, he said he's humble and alhamdulillah. And all of a sudden, he's a fucking angel. You just need to win and you're humble. McGregor was humble when he won, even though he shit talked all the way up beforehand. Conor has no idea who Colby is. Conor has never mentioned Colby's name once in his life. I mean, he knows who Covington is. Let's be real. Khabib is a bastard. Okay. Number 1 pound for pound fighter in 10 years. I think Sean O'Malley. Okay. No. He could be though. He could be. He could be. Fair play, he's never mentioned Colby, but I feel like he just doesn't want to mention him in case he's an eventual opponent down the line. Because I'm sure McGregor knows him versus Covington would sell beyond belief. He has mentioned him before, yeah. I think he's mentioned him in reference to the Usman fight. Because he was saying how, I just saw the welterweight championship. That was a good fight between them two, yeah. I think it was in the build-up to the Poirier rematch. Khabib is gay. Okay, interesting. Khabib being called fathead by Tony always has me dying. Khabib knew deep down that Tony is legit crazy, unlike those who tried being out there against Khabib. Yeah, but Tony would have lost to Khabib in hindsight. But earlier in their careers, I think Tony could have beaten Khabib. I think that's a potential thing. In the first few times that they were booked, I would say that most likely Ferguson would have beaten Khabib. But with Khabib's improvements and adjustments, Khabib would have beaten Ferguson in the later times they were booked together. After Guru explained Khabib's record, I never looked at him the same again. Guru got a better Khabib. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I know. Khabib's record is a fucking abomination. The early opponents that he had, it's not allowed. You know what I mean? That is just rigging fights for your son. I don't give him a goat. I don't think Khabib's top 5 goats, man. And people literally call him the goat. Joe Rogan, that guy's the goat. Like, no. 3 title defenses. He literally had rigged fights, 2-rounders. Those are exhibitions. And they're counted as pro fights for Khabib. It's ridiculous. No one else is allowed to do that. No one else is allowed 2-round fights other than Khabib. Tony Ferguson fights 2-rounders. They're exhibition fights on Ultimate Fighter. Pathetic. Brother, you know Khabib is number 1 pound for pound fighter over GSP. Wins aside, Khabib is more humble. I guess so, yeah. If we're going off of greatness based on humbleness, yeah, I guess so. Joe said Rousey would literally beat men. I know. I mean, Joe Rogan's a bit strange, but there you go. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Opinions on Colby coming out with Lil Wayne? No. If you come out to rap in the UFC, go back in the fucking locker room, dude. Don't walk out to rap. It's so shit. There's certain rap you can get away with, but it's just so boring, man. I want drums. I want, like, sound. I want, like, actual sound. I don't want to just hear mumbled fucking slight words in the background of someone's walkout where you can't even make out what the lyrics are or anything like that, and there's no fucking beat at all. Like, just fucking walk out to sounds. What do you think about Danny Castillo? He's good. He's good. Stop fucking trading right hands. That's all I remember from Danny Castillo. No! No! Stop fucking trading right hands! Stop just fucking standing there trading right hands! Oh! In the corner of the Garbrandt Dillashaw 2 fight. That was funny. Stop fucking trading right hands! He just swinging right hand after right hand with fucking Garbrandt. Oh, no, that might be the Munoz fight, actually. I think that was the Munoz fight. Prediction, Peter Yan versus Cejudo. I don't know. I'd go Peter Yan. Peter Yan would beat him. Joe Rogan height prediction, 5'6", I reckon. Maybe 5'7". Colby will walk out to Sky is the limit. He just needs to walk out to the same song again. Kurt Angle walk out, you know? Colby walking out to rap is the cringiest thing. It doesn't fit at all. Unless he walks out to Norm Macdonald, that rapper. No. Not Norm Macdonald. Something McDonald. That would be the only one that would even make slight sense for Covington to walk out to. You know what I'm talking about? He's like a... I don't know who he is. I can't remember his first name. Tom McDonald. There you go. Yes, Tom McDonald. That's the only one I could kind of understand Covington walking out to. Not Norm. Norm is a comedian. Yes, I know. Norm's a comedian. Will there be another stream today? I doubt it, but maybe. Conor walkout at 264 got me pumped. It was great, man. I was so amped up. You know what? As he walked out, I thought, oh, fuck, he's going to win. You know? he was so amped up. I was like, this is old Connor. But I still went with Dustin, you know what I'm saying? Easy stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I fucking mean? Khabib legit gets preferential treatment for some reason. So weird. I mean, he's a big name. He's a big name. Even though he doesn't sell pay-per-views, he's a big name. So that's how it goes. Connor sees Colby as a pissant. Okay. Constipated poop impression. Okay. I'm still so mad Zhang lost. She was a fun personality as well. Man, why did she lose like that? I know, it's just, it's just the women's strawweight division getting quicker KOs than the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? Just quicker KOs than Ngannou for Rose Namajunas. Just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? One of those situations, unfortunately. Unpopular opinion, Rose is boring as fuck. No, she just only wins by brutal first round KO when she's a massive, massive underdog. You know? I was the only one saying Rose was going to win. No, Rose is one of the most picked underdogs in the entire world, I would say. A lot of people were picking Rose to win as an underdog. A lot of people. I want to say more people were picking Rose than Zhang in some ways. And she was an underdog. Pooh. Thank you for that. I think Rose beats Zhang in a rematch. I don't. I think that Zhang will beat her in a rematch. Maybe the mindset will be different, but I do believe Zhang is a better fighter than Rose Namajunas. But see how she bounces back. I think they should do like a China Fight Night card with her versus Yan Xiaonan as the main event. You know what I'm saying? Unpopular opinion, Rose isn't a thug. Oh, no, she isn't. She cries every day. Hey, Rose, I'm just going to pick up my glass. Everyone toast with a glass. Glass? I'm such a thug. What could she do different against Rose, though? Not get switch kicked to the head in the first round and just continue to chew up her legs and destroy her legs. I mean, she was dancing around Namajunas just chewing up her legs, but, you know, it's fine. She was very inactive, yes. Why is Rose so inactive? She's not that inactive, to be fair. I'd like her to fight Esparza in a rematch, just as like the feature fight of the November pay-per-view. That'd be nice. Guru, what would Michael Bisping say if he saw a male human aged 0 to 2? I'm not too sure, brother. I'm not too bloody sure. Guru, check Khabib's Twitter. He shows his humbleness. Okay. Let's see how humble Khabib is. What a fucking surname that is. Fun to type. Here we go. Watch collection, Los Angeles. Okay. I don't know what you want me to take from this. It's half of it is in Russian. I don't care. Baby boy. Wow. Oh my word. Baby boy. Yeah. Esparza beats Rose again. Yarp. Yarp I do. Esparza fight style pisses me off. She's just a top-heavy grappler who lays on her opponents. Yeah. You hate it when Usman and Izzy talk about Africa and being African kings and being proud of it, but I can fucking see you sit there with a grin if you'd have 3 English champs do that. Well, England's a country, full anarchy, and Africa's a continent. You know? I don't hate it, in all honesty. I wish that European fighters would do the same thing. Like, there's been moments where we've had multiple European champs. There's been many of those moments. But, like, you know, we had Blachowicz, Miocic, literally from the same region of Europe. You know, in the Balkan area, in the not Eastern Europe, but like the middle and eastern area of Europe, around even a closer demographic. I just know if they started talking about how the Europeans were taking over, it just wouldn't be allowed. That's all. Morozov versus Paver, who wins? I'd say Morozov. Morozov would win. I think Paver's shit. I have no idea how Kyler Phillips lost to him. Kyler Phillips went harder against Song Yadong for 3 straight rounds. Poland's in Central Europe. Yeah, like middle and the east of Europe. Like not even on Western Europe. Not even the whole of Europe. J Huss, Dave, or Freda. I say, yeah. I don't know. I think they're all a bit done now. I don't see any of them making good songs nowadays. But I don't know. Dave was the better one, I'd say, out of the three of them. Santander. Khabib gets treatment because he's looked down upon low-key by Americans. He speaks choppy English and claims humble, so people attach that to innocence and being a kind person, yada, yada. Maybe. I don't think he's looked down upon by Americans. I mean, maybe, because, you know, they believe in, like, equal rights for women and stuff like that, but, like, I don't think he's looked down upon, per se. What is your prediction for Jose Aldo versus Pedro Munoz? I say Munoz wins 29-28, last 2 rounds, I'd say. Who is an underrated, unranked bantamweight? Sean O'Malley. No, I'm joking. Underrated, unranked bantamweight, Ricky Simone. I don't think he gets enough credit. And he takes on monsters. He just signed a fight with Valiev. Like, he's good. I like Ricky Simone's attitude. And I think he beats Valiev as well. Who should Evloev fight next? Bryce Mitchell. Who should Evloev fight next? Okay. How do you feel about Colby talking about Conor every day and Conor haven't never mentioned Colby once? I don't care. Thank you for the $5, Tajik Bey. I appreciate your $5. Good sir. Thank you. I don't watch you much, but I support MMA Communicate. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, the GOAT. Thank you very much, the GOAT. I appreciate you, Tajik Bey, for your $5. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, good sir. Thank you for the $5, Tajik Bey. I appreciate you, dude. How good is Alessio Zaleski dos Santos? Could he be ranked? I mean, arguably he should be, because I literally watched him beat Muslim Salikov for 3 rounds. So, yeah, he should be ranked. Dead ass, I guess, to use some American phraseology. Dono, I got a dono. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate you, Tajik Bey. Thank you very much for the donation, dude. Leon laugh impression. Yeah. Which fight outcome made you the happiest? The happiest fight outcome? The happiest fight outcome? I'd say, I don't know. There's a lot. I don't really know. Maybe Prohaska against Reyes because of just how fun it was, I guess, when Yan beat Izzy. But I picked Izzy, though, so that kind of pissed me off a bit because I was wrong again. And that was at a time in the start of the year where I couldn't get a fucking pay-per-view main event correct. So it somewhat pissed me off a bit. But the commentary was when I really enjoyed the fact that Yan won, because the commentary fucking ruined it, you know? I know you'd sit there and say, ooh, we run this shit. We fucking run this. UK back in charge. Nothing wrong with that. But let's celebrate nationalism regardless of who it is. We need it. I know what you're talking about, man. Aldo is a favorite over Munoz. Yarp. If Khabib had the ability and mental capacity, I don't have a problem with what they do. I just know that if someone from Europe did it, it would be a problem, and they wouldn't be allowed to do it. That's my opinion on it. You're taking. I'm not against Usman and Adesanya doing that kind of stuff. I'm against it when they say they won't fight each other because they're the same ethnicity. That annoys me. That is annoying. But I don't care them flaunting it. You know what I mean? But if people from Europe started European power, the European takeover, you know, it'd be a problemo, I'm sure. And ESPN would not rally behind that movement as much. I'm very aware of. When Miocic knocked out DC was the last time I was happy. And I know, yeah, that was actually a happy moment for me. And I picked him by late rounds TKO there as well. So I was very happy about that. I literally said 4th round TKO for Miocic. So yeah, I'll go with that. Miocic over DC was pretty fun. What's Sadiq Yusuf's ceiling? I mean, Allen kind of just outsmarted him in their fight pretty badly, but he's good. I think Sadiq, I mean, Yusuf's young, so he still has time to develop and improve. I think Yusuf can get... I just think he's too chinny. I said that in the Allen fight as well. Like, Allen had more power and Yusuf's too chinny. And I said that in the lead up for my prediction, but I just think he's a little bit too chinny. So I don't think he'll ever be top 5, but he can definitely compete and be a mainstay of the division's rankings, I would say. He's going to stay ranked for his career, I would say, with Yusuf. But it just these other guys at featherweight, they got power. Like, Allen's got... Even though he hasn't even KO'd other people, Like, he's got power still in his hands. He's got pop in his shots. And Yusuf's just a little bit too chinny for me. So, yeah. Another question, which outcome of a fight made you the most upset, angry? Fucking Justin James Charles Rosa fucking pissed me the fuck off. I think that was the most furious I've ever been. Justin James Charles Rosa. He literally threw it away, and Rosa was pounding the back of his head as well. I couldn't accept it. That was the most angry I've ever been, I think. I was screaming at the ref. When Ngannou KO'd Stipe, that was funny. No more Stipe fighting once a year. But he fought like 5 months before that against DC. Thank you for the $2, Chris Jackson. I appreciate your $2. Who's your favorite UFC champ in any weight class? POTM. Thank you for the $2, Chris Jackson. I appreciate you. Thank you for the £2, Frankie Benny. How did you score Diaz Condit, mate? I scored it Condit 1, 3, and 5. I want to say. I don't think it was Diaz's fight. Oh no, I don't even know. Let me look at the stats. Because I literally watched Condit clearly outstrike him. But because Diaz was moving forwards, everyone was saying how it was a robbery. But Carlos Condit literally outlanded him 151 to 105. There's no argument. It's not like where it's like, there was a 10-strike difference. There's an argument that Diaz's shots were more effective. Like, straight up, every single round other than round 2, Condit clearly outstruck Nick Diaz. 29 to 23 in round 1, 32 to 22 in round 3, 36 to 11 in round 4, 25 to 17 in round 5. Like, I don't see an argument, in all honesty. I just don't see it. That's always been an annoying rewriting of history for me. The fact that people actually act like Diaz won is a bit of a piss take, in my opinion. But yeah. Thank you for the $2, Mario Lobos. No way, you almost cried when Moreno beat Figure. Oh, no, that was it because it was rigged, though. I don't think the James fight was that rigged, even though he might have threw it away. Yeah, I was angry, actually. Yeah, Moreno Figueiredo was annoying because it was just blatantly rigged. Thank you for the $2, Mario Lobos. I appreciate your $2. Good, sir. Condit won pretty easily. Yeah, he did. Does Dariush Oliveira or Chandler beat Khabib? Dariush Oliveira or Chandler beat Khabib? I think Oliveira might be able to. But here's what I think. I think if Khabib comes back, he will lose to them. But if Khabib continued to defend his belt, he would beat all of them. But Khabib, after 2 years off, getting chubby, not training anymore, doing more coaching than training, I would say those guys would beat him just based on activity, maybe. Especially like if Chandler could go out there and get a first-round KO. Just activity, I think, would play into that. But it depends when Khabib comes back. But if Khabib continued his defenses, he wouldn't lose to any of them, in my opinion. Guru, key to success is humble. You'll have more subs if you are more humble, brother. Okay. Condit also fucked up Lawler. He did fuck up Lawler pretty badly. I don't know how they did. I don't know how they gave that to Lawler. He didn't fuck him up. But he won 3 of the rounds very clearly. So I don't know in any way how they give that to Lawler, but, there you go. Rig, lol, what the fuck, conspiracy theorist? No, they did rig Figueiredo Moreno, for sure. To be honest, Sandhagen deserved to lose. Fighting a guy who's 2 years off and you're running away from him, plus you're a nerdy attribute bully at bantamweight, fuck him. Okay, he's not running away, really. He was just moving around and counter-striking, but that's okay. Condit should have been champ. I know he should have been champ. It's very sad. He got robbed against Lawler, obviously. It was one of the worst robberies ever. It wasn't 4-1 Condit. It was 3-2. Lawler won the 5th, and Lawler won the 2nd. Yeah, the 2nd, I want to say. Damn, you just still haven't reached 20k subs? I thought we were at 21k or something. No, you didn't. You can see the subs every single time you look at the channel. Who should have beat Khabib? Who would have beat Khabib? I'm not too sure. I reckon Ferguson, in the first few times him and Khabib was booked, I reckon Ferguson would have beaten him. And Cerrone had a chance back then as well. But Khabib just happened to pull out against every jiu-jitsu guy with a dangerous guard game, which was weird. 29 and Chandler, baby, might be one of the best lines. Okay. Okay, thanks. No problem. I would rather see Gaethje fight Dariush or Hooker. It's always the fights that we think are going to be fireworks that end up being bullshit, i.e. Gaethje versus Chandler, right? Nah, I think that'll be a great fight either way. That'll be like that'll be finished in under 2 rounds, guaranteed. There's no way I see Gaethje Chandler going to a decision. I don't see it. T-Bow beat Khabib. I don't care what you say. Yeah, he did. But on back then, laying against someone and not getting him down was considered something. So nowadays, when you watch back that fight, it's very clear that T-Bow beat Khabib. But, you know, don't be silly. You're just biased and Islamophobic. Imagine how different things would be if McGregor did the Masvidal knee on Khabib. I mean, he did knee him in the face in round 1 as Khabib shot a takedown. So, yeah. That's so weird to me, man. How can McGregor do so okay against Khabib compared to the other guys, but then just can't even get the first round off of Poirier? It's crazy. I mean, he won the first round the second time, but, you know, crazy to me. Guru, what's the biggest post-fight depression you've ever had? Oh, fucking Woodley versus Till. It was stages for me, because back then I wasn't really watching him live, so I woke up the next day to watch Till versus Woodley. And I found out before I watched it. So I didn't even get to enjoy it. I just watched. I went on my YouTube page and I saw Woodley Octagon interview. I was like, fuck, no. Woodley Octagon interview. Are you kidding me? Went on that. Then I watched the fight back and it was just even worse. It was just stages of just how can this get worse for Darren Till? Octagon interview for Tyron Woodley. Okay, cool. Octagon interview for Tyron Woodley. Well, maybe Till lost by decision. He got dropped and choked out. Okay, cool. That's even worse. He didn't throw a punch. Okay, cool. Then it doesn't get much worse than that. That was the most annoyed I've been. Check Mike Perry's IG post. He's fat. I shall. Nigerian Nightmare. There we go. Mike Perry's IG post. He is looking rather chubby, to be fair. Hanukkah honey oil cream. Mike eating good. Okay. Dad body level over 9,000. Are you moving to light heavyweight to be one of the 4th African champs? Nice. I mean, Mike Perry just doesn't take his career seriously. Let's be real. Dude's looking chubby as fuck. Man, he actually could have been something. It's so annoying, man. He actually could have been something. He's just fucking ruined his career. Whatever, though. UFC Celebrities and Classics. Thank you for spamming that. You're now banned. Forever, actually. I don't need you here. Mike Perry, morbidly obese. Not morbidly obese, just not in shape at all. My mom forced me to take the Vax. Guru, what do you think is the worst case scenario? I don't care, man. Let's not talk about that. I'm not doing it. That's all I know. Poirier is just better than McGregor and no one wants to accept it. Yeah. Haven't looked at it for some time and not much was happening, so I just stopped caring. You haven't looked at the number that's right below the fucking stream right now, right next to my channel name. That's crazy. Your eyes don't move off of me. That's weird as well. Crazy. What would you call people that think Diaz won the second Conor fight clearly? Dumb. And that's why the Weasel put up a video and took it down. Let's remember that happened, by the way. Let's remember that happened. Okay? The Weasel argued that Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor. He got negative backlash and completely changed his mind on the spot. How can people trust the Weasel's opinions, man? He posted a video claiming that Nate Diaz beat McGregor in the rematch, saw that it wasn't respected by the community, and then just completely removed it and changed it afterwards. He actually is a weasel. Let's be real. Prediction for Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. I'm going to go with Lawler. Is it a 5-rounder or a 3-rounder? I don't know. Till landed a lot of punches on Woodley. What are you talking about? I don't think he landed any. Carlos Condit. Tyron Woodley. Maybe he landed a couple, though. Maybe I'm wrong. No, he literally landed 0. Wow. And he attempted 6. Wow. He literally landed 0 punches. First round, 11-0 Woodley. And then second round, 46-0 Woodley. How does it get worse than that? That is so... Oh, no, wait. Till landed 1 total strike. and it was a punch to Woodley's body with his back against the cage. Chandler versus Gaethje should be a 5-round feature fight for UFC 268, and Namajunas versus Zhang 2 should be the co-main event. No, let's not do the rematch of Namajunas versus Zhang. It's too dominant. Too dominant the first time. And Zhang wasn't really even a defending champion, so no, let's not do that. She defended once. I don't think that's enough to warrant an immediate rematch. I think Weili Zhang versus Ioana Jędrzejczyk 2. Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza 2. Winners take on each other. That's what I would sort of argue should be done. The TJ win versus Cody was the first fight. The first fight was probably one of the best wins I've watched live. I was so happy. Dude, that was one of the most confusing times in my MMA experience because I was so on TJ Dillashaw's team throughout that whole time. I have no idea how he was seen as the bad guy. That is so weird to me. That is so weird to me. I never understood how you can be Team Garbrandt after those tough shows. He was such a cunt. And it wasn't even like smart, funny cunt. It was like dumb, meathead cunt with nothing to him. I have no idea how people were Team Garbrandt. I guess in hindsight, Dillashaw took EPO, so maybe that, in hindsight, they may be correct. But during it live, when it was happening, I have no idea how anyone was Team Garbrandt there. Ginger Dustin or KO Olives, just wait low. You have 3 more months of a hype train. I mean, I'm picking Dustin. But okay. I would honestly laugh so hard if Aljo comes out patient as fuck and learns from the first fight and tries to conserve himself a bit. I genuinely want Aljo to win now because everyone's counting him out. It'd be funny. It'd be a very funny situation. I just think if he slows down, he just gives Yan too much space and time to just outstrike him. So we'll see how it goes. Everyone already saying with certainty that Yan will win means Aljo will win easily. Rina could choke Piotr. I know everyone's jinxing it, right? Yes. I understand that the jinx is in full effect. But I'm going to have to pick Piotr Yan. I don't think you can pick Aljo. But he does need to win. If Aljo loses, dude, he'll be ridiculed forever. He'll be on an MMA on point video within the week if he loses. Well, I'm at MMA on point. This is 10 champions that never should have been champ. Number 1, Aljamain Sterling. MBK is pretty unlucky. Clearly beats Diaz. Natural born killer. Yeah. Clearly beats Diaz. Wins the belt, but blind fans discredited his win. True. Then got wrestled by Hendricks and GSP. Then got robbed versus Lawler. Then 5-fight L streak and divorced wife. There you go. Not a good time. Hooker ducking Islam, sad. No, Hooker called him out. Islam said no. Because Hooker's coming off a loss. And Islam would rather fight true winners like Tony Ferguson. Maybe it was the Chris Holdsworth stuff that made people hate TJ. Yeah, but there was never any evidence of that. You're a dirty sparring partner. You need Chris Holdsworth in the chin. Yeah, he did. Like, that wasn't like he knocked down a guy in sparring. But yeah, that came out afterwards. But during it live, there was no evidence of that. That all came out afterwards and all that. I have no idea how people were Team Garbrandt. That just never made sense for me. TJ pops for EPO once. He's always been a cheater. Jones and Silva pop multiple times for roids. The GOATs. Yeah, TJ's got that white privilege, though, you know what I'm saying? Both Luke Thomas and Josh Thompson had meltdowns after Stipe versus DC3, saying Stipe should have been disqualified for the eye pokes. Both deleted the videos. I know, it's funny. It's funny stuff. He was an illegal knee. Yeah, he kneed him behind the ear or something like that. But I would argue this. About Chris Holdsworth. If you can't take one knee and that ends your entire career, maybe you weren't cut out for this fighting business. Am I wrong there? Fighters get KO'd flatlined in sparring and they still continue to compete in their career. You know? They get dropped all the time. Holdsworth gets kneed illegally once in sparring and he can't fight ever again. Like, maybe, maybe he just cut your already ending career short. You know what I'm saying? It was back of the head. Oh, that actually is a little bit different, to be fair. I really do see Oliveira getting a dope sub on Poirier. I don't see Dustin being as good as people think with his back taken. Oliveira has good enough striking right now to get to his spots and get a sub. Maybe he wins, but then again, Chandler just easily escaped the back control, 2-on-1 position. I like Poirier's grappling, man. He survived against Khabib on the ground for a pretty long time. If Oliveira does submit Poirier in the first, he could maybe beat Khabib. Thank you for the £2, Frankie Bennett. You think Dana will let Stipe go to 1? Yes. Yes. Stipe literally just clogs up the division, and they could argue that Ngannou, I doubt they'd even want to risk a trilogy between Ngannou and him, just in case Ngannou gets injured going in and loses, and then all of a sudden Stipe's the GOAT and he retires, and Ngannou lives in his shadow forever. You know what I mean? I'm sure they'd rather just have, okay, Ngannou KO'd him, let's just move on. Stipe, you can go to 1 FC. And if I was Stipe, I'd go to 1 FC. He ain't going to get a title shot again. He's going to have to fight the winner of Blades versus Rosenstruck, which will take ages to take place, and wait for afterwards. So just go to 1 FC and whoop up anyone over there, because you'll destroy all of them. 1 FC's heavyweights are literally all 6 foot tall. Stipe's more active than Francis, though. He is, but yeah, he is, to be fair. But not really the activity. It's just the fact that he clogs it up. You know? There's so many contenders right now at heavyweight, especially with Garn Lewis being made. The winner of that one's going to need a matchup. I don't know. I don't think they'd want to have Stipe around, in my opinion. Unless he takes on a contender. I don't see it. Stipe seems so lazy in the cage. He's all talent and just has slick boxing. Okay. Oliveira too chinny? Maybe. Till's decline in the test has been very noticeable. I reckon his test has more than halved. I don't believe that. It's actually shown in studies that fathers who spend time with their children have lower test and smaller testicles. Okay. Stipe seems so lazy in the cage. Okay, Guru, is your dad a fraud? No, I'm not Kamaru Usman. I hope Poirier loses just so McGregor doesn't get a title shot. Yarp. Well, McGregor won't get a title shot, I don't think, either way. But he will if Gaethje fights fucking no one in the meantime. I could so see that happening, dude. I could see Poirier beating Oliveira in December and Gaethje complaining about McGregor getting a title shot while he sat on his ass and done nothing. Everyone talks about McGregor's inactivity. McGregor's fought twice this year. Gaethje's fought none. I could so see Gaethje complaining about that and just sitting out on the sideline. I deserve it. Annoying. Stipe is still the UFC heavyweight GOAT. He is at the moment, I would say. I find it funny that Francis Ngannou complains about pay, but was just in a Fast and Furious film. I know. It's hilarious. He need him in the back of the head while on the ground. That is ridiculously bad. I thought you just illegally need him. Why is no one talking about Colby's new interview? I've seen a bit of it, but I haven't seen all of it yet. Guru, how does Beneil do against the top 5? I think Beneil loses to them. But that's okay. Guru, how long till an MMA fighter quits in the middle of a fight because she is depressed? Probably in the next year or so. It'll be Namajunas will just tap out to demons, mental demons, in the middle of a fight, you know? Luke Thomas said Stipe's resume is overrated. Luke Thomas is a little cuck. I hate him. He is such a little bitch. Pathetic little man. Even though he's big and a Marine. Fuck him. Honestly, he's a fucking cuck. Islam equals future GOAT. Okay. How trash out of 10 is UFC Fight Pass? I think it's okay, but one thing I do notice is that they hide fights on UFC Fight Pass, and that does annoy me a little bit. They'll go out of their way to completely hide fights. And it's annoying. If you want to find a fight where the favorite lost, you got to really search it specifically. It ain't going to come up just with their name. They're hiding certain fights on Fight Pass. You got to really type in versus other opponent to get that full fight. It doesn't get recommended to you, you know. Fight Pass 24/7. What's on now? Namajunas versus Waterson. Aha. Females. Waterson went to the ground with Namajunas. She took Namajunas down and gave up her back. Are you dumb? Are you silly, boy? You stupid little girl. Why you take her down? She's a jiu-jitsu player. I'm the best. Okay. They do hide fights. That's a good point. And fucking BS. I know, it's annoying. If TJ wins the belt, does he pass Cruz as the bantamweight GOAT? Yes. I mean, there'll be the argument about roids, which will be an effective argument. But on credentials and legacy, if Dillashaw becomes a 3-time world champion, has anyone ever became a 3-time world champion of the same division ever? I want to say no. Miocic, no. He only lost about once. Randy Couture, yeah, but he was a champion in 2 different divisions. Was he the 3-time champ at heavyweight? I know he's been a free... Oh, yeah, it's 2 divisions. There you go. Yeah, I was thinking Randy, but 2 divisions. I don't think it's ever been done in the same division. Gaethje would beat everyone in the lightweight division except for Islam, IMO. Oh, no, I think he'd beat Islam. Islam doesn't have good offensive grappling. Just me. He's defensively grappling, in all honesty. If you count the tournaments as championships, then yes, I guess so. John Jones. Yeah, John Jones. Yeah, actually, good point. He took it off of... Yeah, John Jones is a 3-time world champ. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Whoever said that is good. Good for you. He got it off of... He got it the first time. Then he got it off of... Not OSP, but he came back and beat DC. But then that was overturned, so technically no. Because he got overturned. So technically no. Yeah, I'm in. Guru, Dustin versus Justin 2 prediction. I'm going to go with Dustin Poirier again. My leg low, that's the most delusional thing I've seen in this chat. Okay. I'll have to see what's been said. Dariush and Gaethje won't fight each other. Dariush and Gaethje should retire. They said they won't fight each other. I know, because they're friends. We're friends. Also, Holdsworth in the same boat as Sandhagen. Anorexic, 6 foot, 135 pound weight bully. Deserves L's. Okay. All right, then. Did you know the Weasel thinks he can fight in the UFC and he's never had an amateur MMA fight? I don't think he said that. But it depends who against. I reckon I could beat Nunes. I've never had an amateur MMA fight. Actually, I don't know if I could beat Nunes in a cage with all the fans there. But in a street fight, I'd beat Nunes pretty easily. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I could beat Nunes. A good time takedown, end up on top. 100-pound weight advantage. Easy win. Shogun DC Gustafsson. Yeah, but I'm saying the DC one wasn't technically a reclamation of a belt because it got overturned. So no. Technically on paper, no one officially has been a 3-time world champ. So I'd go with if Dillashaw wins at bantamweight, he's got to be up there in history. But he's a cheater. Fucking cunt. Why do you have to cheat? Why even go down to 125, bitch? What does Cejudo do for you? Fair play if it was Demetrius Johnson still, but fuck. Why even go down to 125? You would get manhandled Guru Lamau. Okay. Not by Nunes. No. Easy win against Nunes. Imo Jorge Masvidal is overrated. The Askren fight is what made him popular. Besides Askren fight, he hasn't really done anything that big in his career. He KO'd Darren Till, though. But yeah, I agree. I thought he was an overrated fighter. But he did have close fights, though. And that does make him somewhat good. I know he lost those fights, but it makes him good in the way it made Gustafsson decently okay. He had a razor-close fight with Benson Henderson. He definitely beat Ally Quinter. Like, he did have close fights. Unpopular opinion, Chandler would out-wrestle, grapple, and outstrike Makhachev and finish him in under 2 rounds. Okay. I would say finish him in the first. How mad would you be if Gaethje ended up getting the belt by mid to end of 2021, low after all of his inactivity and being gay? Okay. Just chucking in the being gay in there as well. Yeah, that'd be annoying. That'd be very annoying. Guru couldn't be random. Oh, come on. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, dude. Why'd you keep making fun of Rose's traumatic experience? You would have been more scared in that position. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. If a window got broken 4 rows away from me, I would not blink a fucking eyelid. Like, it would not change the way I think in any way. I'd just say, the window's smashed. I'll just get up and get off the fucking bus. There's no way I'd be scarred by that moment in any way. And I like how they tried to justify, like, yeah, but she got raped. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? How does that make any sense? A window smashed 4 rows away from her. And she's non-stop crying about it ever since. Do you think Carla takes her down? I think so, yes, but I think she's going to get put in like Kimura positions and triangles, and I think Rose is going to be offensive with jiu-jitsu, and it's going to make Carla not want to go for the takedowns. That's my opinion. Should Beneil be the backup for Charles versus Dustin? No, but he could be. I wouldn't mind it. I'd rather someone else be the backup, but Beneil is okay if he wants to be, I guess. Why is Rose in the fighting game? I don't know. Who is next in line for the lightweight title after Dustin? I'd say Dariush is the most earned, I'd say. But I need all of them to get one more win towards the end of this year. So we could do Dariush, Makhachev, Gaethje, Chandler. If that is the case, I actually would argue that Makhachev, Dariush winner would probably have more of a claim to a title shot, because Gaethje and Chandler coming off losses, man. They'd be on a 1-fight win streak. You just said Masvidal sucks, but earlier you were using him as an argument as a piece of why Usman will beat Colby. Now, I was listing opponents that Usman has beaten. I didn't even put Masvidal in the top 5 wins for him. I think I maybe put him at number 5. And I was listing arguments as to why Usman's resume is better than Covington's. And I added Masvidal on after all of the wins that they share. Yeah. As activity. Who is better at impressions, you or Al Foreign? I have no idea who Al Foreign is. Just saw a poll on Instagram that had Dustin beating Colby. Man, Dustin would get ragdolled by Colby, man. Ragdolled. Gaethje would be the most inactive champ ever. Marlon Moraes impression. Don't shoot the messenger, man. Guru, could you beat up Amir Albazi? No, he'd probably armbar me off bottom or something. He's a man. You know what I mean? What happens to Colby if he loses? He looks for the Masvidal fight. That's about it. I'm just a goon from Miami, man. Do. Bitch, I'm in my zone. I be on my blow. Bitch, I'm in my zone. As I'm bitch, I'm in my zone. Yup, bitch, I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. Bitch, I'm in my zone. I wonder if Khabib likes Gaethje anymore. All these Khabib fans. Do the Khabib fans know about this LGBTQ attending Justin Gaethje? That is the real question. I wonder if they'd still be fans. I was watching MMA betting channel last night and they were crying about you trolling them. What have I done? I didn't. Who did I troll? I didn't troll anyone. Drew, one thing that predicts how good of a father you'll be is the size of your testicles. Not kidding. I read about it at work when I had lunch. Guess I'd be an awful father. Oh, well. Oh, I got pretty big bollocks. Guru, how much does your poverty wage slaving warehouse job pay? Minimum wage. Justin loses Khabib fans, Lamau. How Covington do as a lightweight? I think he'd do badly as a lightweight. Covington requires taking punishment and pressuring opponents on the feet. At lightweight, he'd be too damaged in order to do so. Too damaged after a weight cut. I think he'd get chinned at lightweight by Gaethje or something like that, you know? Yeah, I don't think Covington would be a good lightweight. But at welterweight, he's a beast. But yeah, I think pressure fighters shouldn't consider moving down in weight. Just a bit silly. Brian Kelleher tweeted about you. I bet he didn't. I bet you he didn't. I bet you he didn't. Marlon Vera has kids. Indeed, he does. See, scallops, broccoli, white rice with Caesar dressing is unstoppable. Thanks for throwing that out there, boys. I'll take it. Leveled me up. No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do that at all. So fuck it. Name free fighting with micropeens and free fighters with fucking schlongs. Nah, I'm good. Guru, Dustin quit in the first Alvarez fight. Okay. He didn't know, did he? But he kind of did. To be fair, he actually kind of did. He didn't quit. But he could have continued. He could have continued. But they didn't give him much time to recover, though, to be fair. But, yeah, no. Maybe there's an argument there. He claimed he couldn't see. I felt like someone was pushing against my eye. I don't know. It was a pretty weird situation. And he was getting beaten up before then as well. Man, MMA is so weird, man. Alvarez was putting the beating on him. He was beating him. And also, listen, other than that 12-6 elbow, maybe Alvarez beats him in the rematch. Am I wrong? He was on top of Poirier. Poirier was actually looking defeated on bottom. Like, looking up at the clock, looking over at his coaches like, fuck, I can't get out of this. Alvarez was literally mounted on him against the cage. If he doesn't throw that 12-6 elbow and just stays in that position for the last, 3 minutes of the round? That's so weird, man. How can McGregor destroy Alvarez and Alvarez do that well against Poirier? But, you know. He said, I feel like something is pushing up against my eyeball after the ref said, can you see? Yeah, I know. That's because Alvarez is really good. Yeah, but, like, he got sodomized against McGregor at 205, so I don't know. Guru, you joking? Gaethje is gay. No, Gaethje's not gay. I mean, the clue's in the name. But, no, Gaethje's not gay. In what world did Macy Barber actually win? These refs are a fucking joke. I know, Herb Dean should never be able to judge a fight ever again. These refs, honestly, so annoying. But yeah. Hasbulla impression. You got to pull down one of your eyes. Pitbull versus McKee prediction. What do you guys got in that fight? I've got Pitbull. But I don't mind McKee's chances. But McKee said this is his easiest fight of his career. Like, dude, you might get chinned. Calm down. You know? Easiest fight of his career. I've seen some of your opponents, dude. McGregor is really good too. Can it be, Guru? Can it be? Irishman potentially good? No, don't be daft. Pitbull, McKee sub, Pitbull, McKee, McKee, Usman impression. Pitbull, McKee, guillotine, McKee guillotine. Oh, I don't see that. I can see McKee like Darce, something like that. You know what I mean? Anaconda choke. Maybe your TKO's a ground and pound arm triangle. I don't think he guillotines Pitbull. I think if anyone gets a guillotine, it's Pitbull. At the end of the day, the cards have performed. Okay. You were overreacting so much about the shit cards. There were only like 4 bad cards this year so far. Wow, only 4? There hasn't been only 4 bad cards. Objectively, I would say this. Hall versus Strickland is a bad card. Sandhagen Dillashaw is not a good card, but it's okay. Makhachev Moises was a pretty bad card. Garn Volkov, I would argue, is a bit of a bad card as well. Afterwards, you may say otherwise, but in the build-up is what I'm talking about here. I don't mind the Korean Zombie Dan Ige card. That was okay, but not the best either. But that was an okay card. It had Chaos Williams, Matthew Semmelsberger. But it's just the layout, man. If that was the opener of the main card, that would have been a great card, but never mind. Rosenstruik Sakai, shit card. But it was okay, I guess. It wasn't a bad card, but it wasn't anything special. Font Garbrandt wasn't the best card either, but it was okay. Actually, I don't mind Font Garbrandt. That's not too bad. They're just, none of them are blowing my hair back as fight nights. You know what I mean? The best card of the year so far, I would say, is Reyes versus Prohaska. That's the best fight night card of the year so far. Whittaker Gastelum was weak outside of the main event as well. The co-main was Andrei Arlovsky versus Chase Sherman. Like, what the fuck? Vittori Holland was a good card. Brunson Holland was weak as piss. But it was okay in hindsight. Because the people have gone on to do quite well. Yeah. Tough, man. Tough times. I'd say Reyes Prohaska is the best fight night card so far this year. The prelims weren't that good, but Reyes Prohaska, Chikadze Swanson, Kutalaba Jacoby, Strickland Jotko, Dvalashvili Stamen. That's a solid amount of good fighters. Thank you for the $5, Dom Murdoch. Brendan Allen versus Strickland will happen again, but they'll both be in the top 10 when it does. The 2 dark horses. Maybe indeed. Thank you very much for the $5, Dom Murdoch. I don't think it will happen again anytime soon, but maybe it will. I know Brendan Allen really wants the rematch, so that could be a reality. Who knows? Holloway Qatar was pretty good too. Yeah, it was a good card. Holloway Qatar was a good card. Yeah, Holloway Qatar was okay. I don't mind it. But again, only afterwards though. You know what I mean? Like back then, Punali Soriano versus Dasko Trotrovic wasn't the best of fights, but it was a good card. I do agree. How would McKee fare against Holloway? I think he'd lose badly. What happens most is the results of the cards. You look too much at the layouts, IMO. No, listen, shut up, you idiot, stupid little fucking rodent prick cunt. Listen here, Samurai Sold. When you are talking about a card, you're talking about the contents of the card. You can't judge cards based on afterwards because the whole build-up, the whole point of a card is the build-up. After the card is over, like, it can be the worst card ever. They can have a bunch of amateurs, but they all end in the first round. And that would be a good card to you if it was all first-round finishes. It would be afterwards, but I'm talking about the actual contents of the card. What's on the line in these fights? How many great fights are there on this card? You can't judge cards in terms of their contents after the fucking card. McKee is good. Yarp. Guru Chimaev versus Gaul prediction. I'm going to go with Chimaev by KO. But Gaul's better than I expected, but Chimaev would beat him, I reckon. I reckon Gaul should, take that fight with Carlos Condit that he's talking about. That'd be a good matchup for him. But I still think he'd probably lose that one. So we'll see. Bro, it's that the fights don't have any meaning. No ranking implication. Yeah. In my opinion, I've said this so many times, every main event of a fight night should be a title elimination bout. I know it's not possible, but it just should be. Every main event of a fight night should somehow be a title elimination bout. And if you think about it, it's possible. How many divisions are there? I want to say 13, 12, maybe 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 divisions in the UFC. No, 11 divisions in the UFC. Not including women's featherweight, which doesn't exist. How are they still calling that a division? It's still on their website without rankings. That's a joke. 11 divisions. Okay, so not possible to do. Well, maybe possible. If every fighter fought every 3 months, that would be possible to have a title elimination bout on every single main event of a fight night. Because you've got to consider the pay-per-views are going to be in there as well. So that's going to give a little bit of a gap. So arguably, if every fighter fought 4 times, once every 4 months, then they could have a title elimination bout in every single main event. Guru, which of the champs at Bellator defeat the champs in the UFC? Which of the champs at Bellator defeat the champs in the UFC? Okay. I don't think any. I don't. Oh yeah, and hot take. I don't mind Amasov's chances. Amasov might be the best fighter in the world. You don't know. I mean, he's got a perfect record. Yaroslav Amasov is. What's his record now? I want to say 26-0. Sorry, it's just near fucking impossible to find the rankings for Bellator. Bellator. Here we go. They only show Bellator records. What the fuck are you doing? They couldn't have made a shitter promotion, man. Show us the actual fucking rankings and what their records are. This is fucking Bellator record. I don't give a fuck. No, I don't think anyone could beat any of the champions in the UFC. Maybe, but I doubt it. Well, watch Sergio Pettis beats Piotr Jan. Nah. Yaroslav has like 2 good wins. He's 26-0. 26. Okay, I thought so. Usman would wreck Amasov. Yeah, I would say, but I think Amasov has the best chance. I guess maybe Pitbull would have a good chance as well at featherweight against Volk. So yeah, I'd say Pitbull against Volk, but Yaroslav Amasov's pretty good, man. He's very good. 26-0, 27 years of age. Beat Douglas Lima, Logan Storley, Mark Lemminger 11-1, Ed Roof 8-1, David Rickles 21-5, 25-6 Gerald Harris, 4-0 Nathan Oliveira, 6-1 Roberto Soldich. No good wins outside of his last 2. Come on. Maxim Konovalov is 4-0 at the time when he fought him. Other than that, he did crush a couple of cans, but Not ridiculously easy competition. Some undefeated guys here and there that are definitely decently okay. Yeah, he has a win over Soldic. Roberto Soldic. Split decision, but still a win. And 27. If Amosov is in 3 years... this is such a good one. If in 3 years, when Yaroslav Amosov is 30 years of age and Usman's 36, I'd take Usman to be 37. He's 34 now. Fuck, man. That is not good. Way back, yeah. Have you seen Logan Storley? Yeah, he's a grappling heavy guy. I've seen him. I actually watched that fight live. Volk versus Ortega prediction. I'm going to go with... Pettis would beat Moreno. Yeah, but Pettis is a bantamweight champ. I know he beat him at 125. I don't think he'd beat him now, but they don't have a flyweight division in Bellator. Pettis lost to... I think he moved up to bantamweight in the UFC at one point. He lost to Rob Font. Yeah. Logan Storley versus Amosov was crazy close. It was, but Amosov just did more little bits of damage here and there. But yeah, I would argue that Amosov wouldn't be that good. But he's 27 is what I'm saying, and he's 26-0. Ridiculous. You never seen Chiesa moaning about how he had glass in his face? Rose needs to get over it. I know. Well, you do actually see Chiesa moaning about that, but not anymore. Lil Wayne is going to be walking out Colby Covington at UFC 268 via submission radio. I mean, he's a trumper, so I get it, but... All right. Watch Lil Wayne get called an Uncle Tom for this. Chiesa is way more gangster than Thug Rose. It's just a random nickname because she can't speak that well. Okay. Nemkov beats Blachowicz. No. No, he doesn't. Damn, MMA Guru. Colby is calling you out indirectly on submission radio, Lamau. How is he doing so? Pitbull wouldn't be the top 5 in the UFC. Yeah, I reckon he could beat Sam, though. I mean, Pitbull is just one of them guys where it's like, depends what night it is. You know what I mean? He has chances. Nemkov has a chance, I'd say. Yeah, he has a chance. I just don't see him beating Blachowicz. Guru, are you biased against old people? No, I just understand the reality of age and how it doesn't really benefit fighters the older they get. So I'm not biased towards them. I wouldn't say. It's too damn cold in here. Dale. Pitbull gets stiff KO'd. Okay. Pitbull KO'd Chandler. He did. It just depends on the night, though. He KO'd Chandler in round 1, and then he fucking goes to a decision with Emmanuel Sanchez. So, like, it's one of them things. Pitbull should be walking out to Pitbull. Yeah, but what song? It's going down. I'm yelling timber. I don't know. UFC should sign Vadim. They should, but they won't. Because they already have a win over him with Yuri, and they don't need him. Nemkov lost the last 2 rounds to a washed Phil Davis. That was a close fight, yeah. Split decision. He doesn't at all beat Blachowicz, true. Then again, Blachowicz doesn't have the style of Phil Davis. That was a while back. He choked Sanchez out. Choked him out. Who did he... Oh, he took Juan Archuleta to a decision, didn't he? 5 rounds. Thank you for the $4 Frank Martin. I appreciate your $4 good sir. Thank you. No message either. Nice and easy. Thank you for the $4, good sir. Pitbull walking out to Timber. And I don't know what other songs Pitbull has. Pitbull songs. What does he do? Oh, Rain Over Me. I actually like that song. That was a good one. That was a classic holiday song. There was a time when you go on holiday where the 2 songs that would play was Pitbull Rain Over Me with Mark Anthony, and then another one of The Wanted, Glad You Came. That was all of the songs in Southern European countries. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. He has a lot, surprisingly. Okay. Shit your pants if you see this, Guru. It's wet. I'm not going to do it. Did you see Colby's newest interview? No, I've watched a bit of it, but I'll watch the rest of it as time goes on, young yard. We at the Motel Holiday Inn. Okay. The sun goes down, stars come out, and all that now is here and now. Colby was definitely speaking directly to you, Guru. He mentioned some people on YouTube doubting him, saying he hasn't shown anything. You're definitely one of the guys he's talking about. Colby watches you 100%. I do believe you watch it. I think all of these fighters watch videos made on themselves. I think they just stroke their own ego to him. But he hasn't shown me anything. He fought Woodley and nothing else. So you haven't seen. I've seen Usman's improvements. I've seen Covington's, but I've seen Usman's more and across multiple fights. And I've seen Usman go from a guy who, on short notice for Masvidal, on short notice, took him 5 rounds to a decision and KO'd him in the second round in their rematch, like when Masvidal had a full camp. So Usman literally fought a better version of Masvidal and beat him more dominantly. Like, I just can't pick Covington. I'm sorry, guys. Guru, this season's tough season isn't too bad. It's actually been semi-entertaining. I thought it was going to be awful, but I'm more invested than I thought I'd be. I mean, they're doing some little pranks back and forth. I saw Volkanovski do the clock prank on the ESPN MMA. Pretty strange, but, you know, that's okay, I guess. Man, Pitbull's got a lot of huge songs, actually. Wait, he must be a billionaire. People take the mick out of him, but he's got so many songs, billion-view songs. Yeah. All right. The sun goes down and I come out and all that can. He actually ruins the song. Out of my mind, let it rain over me. It's all right. World Cup song. Okay. Mr. Worldwide is swimming in it, Guru, indeed. Congrats on the 19K, Guru. Thank you, good sir. Pitbull has more money than Connor. Yeah, by far. Jesus. Ha 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 ha, mine. Oh, my mind. Could you beat Diego Sanchez? No, but there's a chance of a KO, maybe. Just randomly. You know what I mean? It depends if he uses his force field. That's unfair. And I think if we were if we were actually going to fight each other, I'd have to ban the use of the force because that's not fair. I don't want to go in there against fucking Diego Sanchez and I'm expecting a fight where we're jabbing back and forth and instead Diego Sanchez is doing this, trying to force choke me. You know what I mean? I don't need that shit. Yaroslav versus Colby. I'd go Colby and Usman, but I'm saying Yaroslav's actually not bad. He's a pretty good fighter. People said Lima would have a good chance against the top guys at welterweight, so why not the guy who pretty easily beat Lima? He'd use his peacock powers. Who do you think has a better chance than Colby? What, to beat Usman? Luque. Not better, but like similar chance. I reckon your singing is pretty decent. Thank you. Who do you think has a better chance? If you're just spamming the same question. Clean fighters beat dirty fighters all the time. Okay. Ricky Turquoise on tough has star potential. Okay. Mason Jones looked so good against Patrick last time. Too bad Patrick quit. Yeah, but it was an eye poke, but he was fine. He wasn't even blinking funny. It wasn't even a closed eye. He was actually looking out of his eye at people and then just said he couldn't do it, which is dumb to me. But, you know. Oh, well. P-Head versus Wonderboy catch weight. Wonderboy would win. Dance around him, make him look foolish. You ain't a West Coast gangster. Thank you, good sir. Thoughts on Imavov, Duplessis, Muradov? I'm going to go with... they're all good. I'd say the better of the three of them is Muradov. Makhmud Muradov. More promising anyway. He's older, though. That's the problem. So, yeah. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Remember that song, Guru? It has almost 2 billion views. Remember it playing all the time? I know. Now you're just somebody that I used... On your bus? Your bus played music? Somebody didn't have to cut me up. Treat me like a stranger and act it like we know nothing. I can't wait for Jimmy Crute to break that racist's arm. Okay. Guru, you missing this Flow Rider? His songs were always played in the summer, at least where I'm from. Flow Rider. I just need to see a title and I'll know the song. Oh, you can blow my whistle, babe. That was a good one. Yeah, those kind of songs, man. It was those kind of songs. And also, what was it? EPO? Not EPO. Not that's the fucking drug. There was another band. Let's pretend that aeroplanes. Is that what it is? What was that guy's name? B.O.B. Wow, I said EPO. Jesus. Let's pretend that aeroplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. 10-year-old Guru was bopping to that all day. I could really use a wish right now. Hans Johnson, where are you from? We're not worst. UK is worse. Okay. All his songs are secretly about getting your peen sucked. You gotta love it. Nice. Favorite English band? I'd say I don't know. I don't know. Pink Floyd's pretty good. My family likes Pink Floyd, so Pink Floyd's pretty good. People really thought Bob was the next Andre 3000. Little did they know. You know what I'm saying? You can't ever reach that level of fame and success. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize for this man. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Muradov versus Duplessis. I'm gonna go with Muradov. I think first round TKO. Oasis, yeah, good band. I just heard all their songs so much it kind of ruins it for me. Led Zeppelin, yeah. Muradov versus Duplessis. Yeah, I've already answered. The upcoming card is so shit. I know it's terrible, but you know we're still powering on. We're gonna get through this. On the floors, not that. Give me some more, my dad. On the floors, my dad. Ooh. Angela Hill ordering McDonald's but being told the ice cream machine is broken, so she settles on a parfait. I'm doing that impression. Arctic Monkeys and the Beatles for me. Arctic Monkeys are a good band. They're a good band. UFC London moved. I don't know. I'm not too sure, brother. Remember that song started with a whisper song? Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies. That one. Did you see UFC London on September 4th moved back to Las Vegas? Well, yes, because we aren't opening back up, even though like everyone's vaccinated. Makes sense. Still not safe enough. Yeah, we've created this thing that cures everyone from being injured or ill from this disease whatsoever, but, you know, still not safe enough to continue. Because, you know, some kids that can't die from it don't have the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? UK, get your shit together. Yeah. Drunk sluts in Australia getting crazy to apple bottom jeans 5 years after it came out. Okay, nice. Boots with the fur, with the fur. What the fuck? UFC London is moving to Brighton. No, don't you dare. It's sad that Barcelos is not getting the Ricky Simone fight. That is quite sad, yes. But arguably wouldn't have even got the Ricky Simone fight. I reckon if Barcelos won, he probably would have got the matchup with like Jimmy Rivera or like Rafael Assunção. You know what I'm saying? Boots with the fur, with the fur. Derek Brunson is literally one fight away from a title. And the crazy thing is, Till might fight him like Woodley. I know. Do you know what annoys me? I can already hear Till's excuses. I can already hear him echoing through my head. Yeah, mate, you know, I shouldn't have rushed back from the injury, mate. You know, I tried to turn around too fast. I just wanted to get in there and fight because I'm a fighter and I wanted to put on a show for the fans. But I shouldn't have rushed back, mate. It's a collarbone injury. I should have fucking taken some time. But I wanted to get back in there and fight. So I've been too inactive, mate. And you've seen this with Connor. Inactivity kills in this game and that. Like I can already hear everything. Guru, how hyped do you get listening to STEM out of context instrumental? I'm not too sure. The UFC should sign Soldich ASAP, get him while he's young, and have him run through the trash middleweight division. I said that a while ago. I did my research. Soldich is finessing the game. He wants to be a double champion at KSW, improve his contract, and then have the UFC beat his contract so he gets big money to join. I don't think he wants to go through the unranked area of the UFC. I think if he joins, he just wants to jump straight into the rankings. Guru, Usman is live on Instagram raid. I'm good. Weasel has been gangbanged more times than... But okay, then. Darren Till leaves his knee injured on purpose. Okay. Check Masvidal's IG. I shall if. Oh, what was another Eminem song that was big? Underrated Eminem song? Berserk. That was a great song back in the day. Move your body. Let your head out. Let your head out. Let's get out all night long. Get your head out. Go berserk all night long. So tell the volume loud and say, let's hit it to the bitch. Come say what's up to your boy at Las Vegas. Bottle signing for Jorge Masvidal's Mezcal. I don't care. So you want me to check Mick Maynard's as well? Mick Maynard. Instagram. Here we go. This isn't Mick Maynard. Oh my god, he just kicked a fucking knife. Are you dumb? What the fuck are you doing? That is so dumb. I guess this is actually Mick Maynard, but fucking hell, why would you do that? That is disgusting. Anyway. How's Usman on roids? He's got parallel and symmetrical injection marks on his abdomen and rear deltoid, the key injection sites for HGH. And his head shape's completely changed. His dad's a corrupt pharmacist and he's Usman. And he's got back acne all over him in the middle of his 30s. That's how it goes. Usman live, please. Okay, we'll raid Usman's live. But he's got too many viewers. It doesn't work like that. It won't work as much. I have a feeling you'll become the next Wings of Redemption. Oh, don't say that. It took me a while to realize who that is, but fuck you. Don't say that, dude. Don't fucking say that shit. Wings of Redemption? How dare you? I'll never end up like Wings of Redemption. I've seen those videos. How dare you? Guru, how... Usman live, please. He's talking about beating Canelo. No, he's not. Do you think Crosby gets it done this weekend? I couldn't care less. Good luck to him, though. WWE has some great walkout songs. Which is your favorite? I don't know WWE. I mean, I knew about it when I was younger, but I'd never like watched it on TV or anything. I was just a bit too old for it. I was like 8 years of age, and I was like, a little bit too old for this. You know what I mean? Guru Till might just get a decision win where he touches Brunson up and is scared of going for the KO. But I liked my favorite character in WWE was Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Booyaka, booyaka. That was a great one. Other than that, the only other one I can remember is on this day, I see clearly the world has come to life. On this day, what's his name? Edge. That was a good one. That's my pueblo. Okay, interesting. Fuck you, brother. You ain't got no integrity. Rey Mysterio is my dude, indeed. Edge's theme song, yes. Usman said the Covington fight was news to him. Yeah. Honest day. And CM Punk's walkout was really good. You can't deny it. The Cult of Personality is a great walkout song. You obviously watched it. I more played the games. I played the games. They were actually fun games. The Royal Rumble games and stuff like that. They were fun. That was actually some of the best games of their time. You know, because that was before like UFC even had games that were good. You know? Colby using Kurt's "You Suck" was gold. It's nice. Yeah. When he loses, Darren Till always begins. And I mentioned this as well. Triple H's walkout song were good. It's not about the game. It's how you play it. That was good. Triple H, yeah. Yeah, that was good. It's not about the game. It's how you play it. And if you can take it. Brock Lesnar WWE theme was good. I don't even know what Brock Lesnar's theme was. I think Lesnar might have been past my time. I don't know though. I only remember a couple of characters. The ones I used to play as on the game. Imagine this, UFC 270 and Ngannou versus Gane with a good card and Parker Porter on the prelims. Okay, just make sure that he's there. Gane pulls out on 3 days prior to the fight and Parker Porter steps in on short notice. And Ngannou versus Parker Porter. That would be embarrassing. I don't think they could do that. But add an extra sentence onto your thing. Parker Porter wins by first round KO. That would be absolutely hilarious. That would be so funny. See you later, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you later, everyone. I feel so weak and ill, but I'm still doing this every single fucking day, lads. Your ass clut. Bumba cluts. Goodbye, everyone. Toodle Pippington. I'll leave this stream up. Yeah, Alexander Doss. I'll leave this stream up. Members, go to the community tab. If you want to become a member, link in the description below. £5 a month. We'll go live for an extra 50 or so minutes. So members, go to the community tab. Non-members, go to watch this stream back, I guess. See you later, guys. Toodle Pippington. Goodbye.